Hello. We're going to go through some food packs here and some equipment packs. I'm going to go first here with the equipment pack, if that's all right with Nick. I'm Gene, and this is the owner.
I'm Nick.
Nick?
With Packsack Canoe Trips.
Yeah. And we have a group of 6, and this is the 2 packs of equipment that we have for this group of 6. And we're going to go through these two packs real quick. And we always do this so that you know exactly what you have when you guys go out on your trip. To start off with, here is a tarp that we always send out. In this particular pack, we have 2 stoves, 2 Coleman stoves. They're peak 1 and peak 2s. Inside the plastic here, we have 1, 2, 3 thermarest and 4 sleeping bags and a 4-man tent right here. And that, plus inside also is a ground cloth that you will be using. The next pack, make sure that we have enough sleeping bags and thermarest is the first thing we're going to count. Here is a ground cloth for one of your tents. There is another 4-man tent. Also included in this pack is your cook kit. That has your pots, your bowls, your cups, an assortment of pot to cook your food. Now we had 3 thermarest in here. We have 3 more thermarest and 2 more sleeping bags. Also we have fuel in here for that stove, for the stoves. We got a couple of these. We send out bear ropes for it to hang your food packs, which Nick is going to talk about here in a little bit. Silverware, got to have silverware, and that's all right in here. Spatula, everything. Also, we send out a couple other things here. We always send out a first aid kit, and that's right here. It's nothing great, but it will help you in case of a small emergency. Also, we do send out a scoop always, and a whisk broom to clean things up if you need. And I send out a bunch of cord to hang that tarp, the tarp that we had sent out. And also, here is some fire starter to help you get a fire started. And that's what we send out for you for equipment. And there's enough stuff here for 6 people in these 2 packs. So I'll turn it over to Nick now.
May I ask a couple of questions?
Yeah.
The ground tarp. I've been with some campers before who believe the ground tarp should be put outside the tent, and others believe it should be put inside the tent. What is your suggestion?
It really don't matter. The reason I like to see it outside the tent is because it does protect the bottom of our tent. Okay, it isn't all mudded up when you roll it up, and it keeps it a little cleaner. Now your tarp you can shake off and pack it. It depends on your spot too. If you have a spot that you think you're going to get wet, stick it inside. That'll give you double protection.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then the process of setting up this sort of a tarp, or that tarp, would you use that for an area to keep some packs outside and keep them dry, keep firewood dry, or is it primarily used as a cover area for your cooking area?
Unless it's pouring rain, I don't recommend it to be put over your cooking area, right over top. If you're using gas, if it's raining, work under the tarp. But open fire, use it outside. But taking I usually use it for putting gear under, and a lot of times you don't have to put it up. So.
Love it. All right.
All right, Nick.
All right, guys. Well, this is going to be, for a group of 6, this is going to be your food that you're going to be out there for 5 days. We've got 2 food packs here. In our first pack, I'm just going to show you guys the bear hanging on this one. This is what you're going to use to hang this one out of the tree. He's got the bear ropes in this one. You're going to use this, the clip on there, to hang it with this. This one is the exact same. It just goes right across the top, and you're going to hang it out of the tree from that. We've always got the food packs marked. This one is days 2 through 5 meals, and it tells you what's in it. This one's going to have your bread box, your days 2 through 5 meals, and a roll of toilet paper. This one is going to tell you what's got in it as well. It's got your day 1 meals, your snacks, your coffees, the staples, fish breading, oil for your frying pan bread, soft pack cooler, TP, paper towels, and another bread box. In our side pockets here, we've got a roll of toilet paper for, in case you guys are paddling tomorrow and you need to make a quick emergency potty stop. We've also got a roll of paper towels. You're going to find both of these in your side pocket. On your other side pocket, we're going to find your purifier, and we're going to find a mixing bottle. This purifier is a gravity style purifier. They're a little bit different from the pump. They're kind of a nice little gadget. I'll just kind of show you how to use it here quick. When you're out before you come to camp, I always suggest that you stop and get your water out in the middle of the lake. You can fill this up. It fills up to about 4 liters. And then you just take it and wrap it around the tree. From here, you've got a tube that's going to attach to your filter. And it's going to show you right here which way to flow. Plug it into this end. Plug this one on this end. And then you can either stick this right in your bottle, or you can stick it in your pan, whatever you're planning on putting your filtered water into. Just hang it right from the tree, and it's going to just walk away, and it will filter your water for you. If it starts to get slow, all you have to do is unhook this, tap it a couple times, and then hook it up the opposite way, and then run some more water through it. You'll see some brown water coming out of it. Just let that brown stuff come out, and once it starts running clear, it's good to go. Pull it back on, and the regular way, so the flow is going correctly, and you should be able to filter some more water. That's going to be your water filter. We've also got your mixing bottle in with that. Not everybody uses these. A lot of guys have their own canteen, but if you need a mixing bottle, you've got one. We've got packed between the plastic and the pack itself. We've got a frying pan. On this side, you're gonna have your expandable water bottle. On this side, we always put your saw. We've got a folding saw here.
Can you demonstrate how to put that together?
Absolutely. And if you guys want, and if you would prefer to have an axe, we can always set you guys up with an axe as well.
I've read that axes or hatches are not always appreciated because some people at neighboring campsites don't like the added sound, or
I could see that being somewhat of an issue. The biggest reason that we don't necessarily always send axes along is that if there's an in-camp accident, it's usually with an axe. I know we've had it here a couple of times where guys have missed what they're trying to hit, and they've got their leg, or they've hit their toe or something like that. Sorry, I guess I didn't really show that. But that just comes around and attaches right there, and just got to tighten with this.
Gotcha. Oh, you did show it. I get it.
Alrighty, and that's your saw. Getting into the good stuff here. Right on top, when you open up your first bag, you're going to see your soft pack cooler. This is going to have all of your refrigerated items in it. It's going to have your steaks for your first night's meal. It's going to have your bacon for breakfast the next morning, your eggs for breakfast the next morning. And then it's going to have things like your wraps for your lunches, and if there's any cold lunch meat that it's going with you, that stuff can be found in here. Your cheeses, that stuff can be found in here as well. That's going to be sitting on top. We've got a bread box in here. Another roll of toilet paper. You can never have enough of that. And then right on top, you're going to find your day 1 lunch. And everything is going to be marked and labeled with a label here. And then it's also going to say, like this one says, more tortillas, meat, and cheese in the soft pack. So that will tell you that you need to check your soft pack for the rest of your lunch. After that,
And it looks like a whole big bag of cookies in there too.
this is a whole big bag of cookies.
So-
we make sure that people don't go hungry. I mean, we never have people come back and say, I starved out there, that's for sure. Here are your snacks. We pack 1 snack per person per day. So there you've got those.
Wow.
We've got coffee. Always important to have some of that. We've got your dishwashing utensils, matches, a pot holder, a couple of garbage bags. Inside the pot holder, you're going to find your garbage bags and a little thing of dishwashing soap. I'm just going to make mention while I'm talking about dishwashing soap that when we also remind you on here that when you're putting stuff, like your pots, on the fire, always be sure to coat the outside of your pot with some dish soap. That way that soot doesn't burn on there, and when it comes time to clean, you can just wipe it off. You don't have to stand there and scrub all day. So be sure to put some Dawn liquid dish soap on the outside of your pot before you throw it on top of the fire.
Wow, that's a great point.
It does. It helps out a lot. Got your staples, your salt and pepper and some hot sauce and ketchup and mustard. Shore lunch and some lemon juice for the fish breading.
Cool.
These guys are going to catch a lot of fish. We've got some oil for cooking the fish in the frying pan bread down there. And then we've got your day 1 dinner in this pack as well. And once again, it's going to tell you that your steaks are in the soft pack. That's it for this pack. On this pack, we're going to have days 2 through 5 meals, and it's kind of set up so that day 5 is going to be on the bottom, and then day 2 is going to be on top. So as you're going through things, you don't have to pull everything out. Your next meal should always be right on top, ready and waiting for you. So that's going to be your lunch pack. Are there any questions?
The cook stoves.
Sure.
You know, I'm not familiar with the brand that Gene mentioned.
Sure.
Does that use white gas? Does that use a propane canister?
They
What does
do
that
use
look
white
like?
Gas. And he's got replacement fuel canisters in here if you need to use them. These are the Peak 1 and Peak 2s. They're pretty easy to use. Fuel, of course, goes in here. We send them out full and ready to go. The big thing with these is that you want to get pressure in there, some air pressure. So you just turn this knob this way, and that's going to open it up. Cover your thumb over this hole here, and oops, and just pump. And you'll feel that pressure building up behind your thumb. Close it up. Grab the match. And that will flame a lot right away, but after you give it a few minutes, that flame will calm down, and I always put a little bit more pressure in there.
That's because you're trying to seek the blue flame.
You're trying to seek the blue flame. Exactly.
Get rid of the orange if possible,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And there you go. And then you can just set your pot right on top. You know, the good tip with these is even though, you know, the flame is out and stuff like that, this is going to remain hot for a good 15 to 20 minutes afterwards. So don't put this out and then all of a sudden feel like you're going to just throw it right in your pack, because it's going to be real hot.
Sure.
So that's kind of how the Peaks work. They're good little stoves. Like I say, we send along a fuel canister with it, and all you got to do is unscrew this little spot right here and then refill.
Is there a funnel or something that comes with
A funnel does come with the canisters.
Okay. And there's always plenty of fuel. I usually don't have to worry about fuel, do
You
I?
don't have to usually worry about fuel. We send along, you know, with this group, there's 2 canisters in there. 3 canisters, plus this is full.
Plenty.
You'll have
Could
plenty to
be
cook
out.
your meals.
We've got a 4-day trip, and we probably got enough for 2.5 weeks.
No.
Something else we do is that each person will get a dry bag. and 2 people will share a number 3 pack for your personal items. So when you come, unless you have something of your own, we provide you with these dry bags to put your personal clothes in to stay dry.
Okay.
Yeah. Of course, everybody gets a set of maps. You know, 1 set per group. Yeah. All right.
Very good. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Very well done. We learned a lot.
Thank you.